Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we are going to start our module 5 of this OpenSearch training series, which is querying data in OpenSearch. So querying is simply the process of asking questions to your data. OpenSearch specific, like if you want to search specific search based out on your criteria, it will return the results, whatever you request for. So there are multiple searches wherein which can use, which is designed to return a result in the specific purpose. Here there are different fundamental ways which I'll share and also will do practically on OpenSearch Playground. So the first one is match all query. So this is the simplest query. This returns every single document in your index. It's like a quick look of your data, or you can get exploration. It will provide you this return the results on the basis of size you mentioned. Other one is the term query. Term is the queries for finding exact match. It is very precise and used on fields that are treated as a single analyzed keyword. So example, if you're searching something specific, response ID should be 404. It will search only those events which have response ID 404. It will not search something else, only which have 404. Match query, the third one is the more flexible search. It performs a full text search on the field, unlike term query. You can find documents where the value is similar or contain the words you are looking for, even if the text is broken down. So this is great for searching through your fields when you don't when contains the regular disk, right? Other one is combining and filtering searches like Boolean and range query. So Boolean is the one of the most powerful query types, which lets you to combine multiple conditions using and or not logic. So here in OpenSearch, we are using must as an and condition here. So and or not is used in a different range. So we use must here, which is like a and operator. We also use filter conditions wherein we can put some filters. Okay, we need this specific source or this specific country details, etc., etc. Range query is finding the document within the specific range. You need to select the time frame and mention it, and then you will get the results accordingly. Aggregations is the like these querying the data. These because queries return the individual returns, however, aggregations perform calculations and return the summarized group of data or summarized results. Right? It is providing that. Functions cure and boosting are the quite advanced queuing, we can say. It is boosting one is something which is all about prioritizing result and deboosting others. So if you mention, okay, I need these relevant documents to be prioritized, another one to be deprioritized. Function score is highly advanced and give you the fine-grained control over a document are calculated. So this something is very advanced and we might not use in our day-to-day use cases. In fact, like match, term, boolean, range, aggregations is something which we are going to use in our day-to-day use cases wherein we will use our conditions and conditions to create alerts. Aggregations are used for visualizations, etc. So this is something we will definitely gonna use. Now we will practically run all those queries on our OpenSearch playground. So let me quickly switch to our OpenSearch playground. Let me go to my dev tool, which I discussed in our last video. I'll quickly copy this query which I have shared the screen on on my PPT screen. Okay, the first one is match all. So what match all will do? Let me quickly copy paste first. So what match all will do, simply it will get all the data in our index pattern. So we were using OpenSearch dashboard sample data logs index. So here I have mentioned specific size as 5. So it will returns 5 events or documents, we can say. So there are approximately 10,000 events you can see here, documents, but relevantly I've requested for only 5. So it will return only 5 documents. So you can see here. Other one is the term query, which we have mentioned. Term is, as I mentioned, specific to any exact match. So if I mention that response keyword should be 404, so it will return the results only for those documents which have response code 404. So there are hits, if you can see, there are only 801. So under 10,000, which we search all matches, we have only 801 documents which have response code as 404, right? The other one we discussed was match all query, and like term query, it will return all the results which have words response code as 404 instead of term. So in there we use the term condition. Here we are using just a match condition, and it will match it in the same way. So here you can see the values are 801, wherein response is 404. It could be anywhere, right? Approximately in this case is exact the same. The next one is this, three of them we have already processed and checked. The next one which we are going to see is the Boolean query and the range query. As I discussed, we are going to use on our operators here to get all the function, the conditions. We'll put the filter conditions, and then we'll get the results. So let me show you. We will do both Boolean and range query in this one. So let me. So here basically I'm putting the must condition. As I mentioned, must is like similar like a add operator, and we are saying it should be like, so we put the terms like bool and then must, and then we put the filter conditions. It should be something like term should be 404, and ensure that it should be from in source. Okay, we are not getting any results for this one. Basically, there is no events which have both of them. So no results for this one. So you can see if it is not meeting the condition, you will not get the results as expected. Other one is a time range one, which I mentioned. You have to specifically mention that time range here, and you will get the data, because you will mention your index and search and then specific time frame, and then you'll get the data in that specific period. So you can see all the logs in that specific period you're able to see. The next one is um, uh, aggregations. So here we are doing aggregations. I'm doing the count by status and see how many count it is resulting. Similarly, we will also search the top countries. Let me see if top countries is available there or not. Let me open this one. So if I search using, 1 second. So I know initially it will be not easy to write, but going forward, when you will be used to of writing these, you will able to do it and you'll search the results. Apart from that, I will also show you the alternative method from where you can, instead of writing all this, you can simply copy paste and then use it. So here you can see we are getting a count of how many aggregations are done by status. So you can see the document count is here. So doc count for wherein we have 200 status is 12,832. The response code is 404. We are getting 801, and wherein response code is 503, we are getting 405. So these are the count of the events which have these responses keyword. The next we will do on the basis of top countries. Let me see if data is available for that. Um, so here just we are doing aggregations on the basis of top countries. So So I don't see any specific one is resulting here. All right. The advanced query which I mentioned was the boosting and the function core. It is like very specific. As I mentioned, in the boosting, you need to prioritize your results. So basically, if you, for example, in this case, we need this 200 terms, so it will prioritize only the one where I have 200. Another one it will remove all the searches which have 404. So this is something you have to do it. This is something you might not use in your day-to-day operations use cases, which but like aggregation, search, etc., you will definitely going to use in your daily work. So other one is, as I mentioned, the thing one. So simply it is multiplying the boost mode. So this is all about running the query, which you can do it. Apart from that, this is we can do the searching data here. We can also search the data in a discover mode. As I said, simply you can mention, for example, I need response code. Let me search my field response code. You can search your fields on left hand panel as well. So here I can't see response. Okay, okay, this is not the correct index pattern which we are searching for. We were looking for OpenSearch dashboard. So that was the reason I was not. So you have to always select for the right index uh, which you are searching your data. So now you can see this is our response. You can also put the filter conditions. Now you can see here, you can even add this one in your filter. So like this, it will show you all the filter conditions here. So you can see the graph, all the logs which have only 200 conditions. You can even remove this from here and get the logs which have responses of 200. Even you can type mention here response uh, 200. So currently, if you can see, we have approximately um, 7 results. Even if I search like this, 1 second, response 200, we'll get all the events which have response 200, or we can say response 400. We can search. Okay, I don't see anything. Let me see if I simply mention response dot keyword is equals to 200. So you can see we have to mention response dot keyword, so you'll get all the 7 results. If you want to search 400, you will get, okay, there is no 400. Let me see if I put this filter condition. Uh, there are only 200, I think so, not 400. That's the reason we are not getting anything in last 15 minutes. This is just a time frame of 15 minutes. You can search your, so regarding to the search, which I would like to show you one more thing, the most important, because it's very tough for us, so for people who are not much techie, they cannot write these queries which I was showing into the dev tool. So whatever you want to search, you can search it from here, and going to inspect from here, you can request, you can see your request, and you can simply see how it is taking it. So it will be easy for you whenever you will be creating any alerts, or which something I'll show you in future, how you can use this tab and write your query, and which will help you to do it by your own instead of manually writing everything. Okay, so this is the way you can use. Going forward, I'll go into the depth of it, wherein searching, we'll discuss about the DQL language. We'll talk about how we can search the data, how we can use wildcard, how we can create all the aggregations and get the results. Also, we'll discuss about dashboards, visualization, etc. This is something we'll discuss. So coming back to our slide, that's it. Uh, Today, we also discussed the function beauty. Yeah. So summary. So we already discussed how we can search the data, what are the complex and simple query methods, aggregations we used, and again, that's it. So yeah, thank you for today. See you in the next video. Thanks a lot.